Hello, friends. First of all, welcome of all of you in this video lecture series of 12th Commerce Secretarial Practice. Before starting this lecture, I just revised what we studied in previous lecture. So far up to this lecture, we studied initial public offer, further public offer, classification of share capital, book building process, fixed issue price method of third topic, that is issue of share. So the next content of the third topic, that is issue of share, that is right issue. Issue of share to the existing shareholder, meaning of right issue. The provision of right issue is given in the section 62(1) of the Companies Act 2013. Section 62(1) of the Companies Act 2013, meaning issue of shares to the existing shareholder in proportion to the paid-up share capital held by them. Issue of shares to the existing shareholder in proportion to the paid-up share capital held by them in the company. When company wants to raise further capital, it can issue shares to its existing equity shareholder in proportion to their existing shareholdings in the company. Such an issue of share is called as a right issue of share. Right, it is the right given by company to its existing equity shareholder to buy the shares of the company when company raise further capital. The board of directors are the competent or proper authority to issue shares to existing equity shareholder. The board of directors are the proper authority to issue shares to existing equity shareholders as a right issue. The right issue offer is made by sending letter of offer to the shareholder. The right issue is offered by a company to its existing shareholder by issuing letter of offer to the shareholder who are existing on the date of sending letter of offer. That is what is meant by existing on the date of sending of letter of offer. As per register of shareholder, as per register of member, as per register of shareholder and as per register of member, how many shareholders are in the registry or in the register of shareholder or register of member as a shareholder. So according to this register, the company issue letter of offer to only those shareholder. That is letter of offer. Contents of letter of offer: specifying number of shares offered, mentioning time limit, right to exercise renouncing of the offer. Then how the company dispatch notice of offer, registered post, speed post, or electronic mode. Registered post, speed post, or electronic mode. Time of sending notice, that is letter of offer, at least 3 days before the opening of the offer. Opening of offer period 15 to 30 days. Next, renouncing of the rights unless articles of association restricts. Shareholder has the right to offer the share to any other person of his choice. Unless articles of association restricts, shareholder has the right to offer share to any other person of his choice. This is renouncing of the rights. That is राईट आपला जो आहे तो दुसऱ्या एखाद्या व्यक्तीला देणं, हस्तांतरित करणं. द बोर्ड कॅन ऑफर द राईट इश्यू शेअर्स टू एनी पर्सन of if there is no response from existing shareholder. If existing shareholder does not give a proper response to the appeal of the company, then company board of directors think about any other person. Return of allotment shall be filed by company in form number PAS3 with the registrar of companies within 30 days of allotment of shares. In form number PAS3 within 30 days of allotment of shares, that is right issue. The board of directors must comply with section 61-64 to increase of authorized capital if post right issue paid up capital is exceeding the authorized capital. What is meant by authorized share capital? As we discussed earlier in previous video lectures, authorized share capital means the capital, that is the amount which is mentioned in the memorandum of association of the company in capital clause, which is the amount which company is going to be raised throughout the life of the company. That is the one amount which is fixed by the company as authorized share capital. But due to right issue, if there is a rise in the authorized share capital due to right issue, if the amount of shareholding goes more than the authorized share capital, so at that time company must pass resolution regarding exceeding the limit of authorized share capital. Checklist for secretarial audit: letter of offer, content of letter of offer. And what are the content of the letter of offer? Number of shares offered, the period of offer, the right to renounce, that is हस्तांतरित करणे एका व्यक्तीकडून दुसऱ्या व्यक्तीकडे, disposal of shares by the board on expiry period of renunciation. Allotment should be made within 60 days from the date of receipt of share application. If any person, that is existing shareholder, make an application with the company for getting shares as a right issue, so after application, if company starts allotment process, so at that time within 60 days of Application receipt of application, the company must allot shares to their respective existing equity shareholders in case of right issue. In case of listed companies, then what is meant by listed companies? The listed company means the company, the share of which company is listed in the stock exchange, any one of the stock exchange in India, that is a listing company. ज्या कंपनीचे शेअर्स असे आज स्टॉक एक्सचेंजमध्ये लिस्ट केलेले आहेत, नोंदवलेले, दॅट इज अ लिस्टिंग कंपनी, दॅट इज द लिस्टेड कंपनी. The regulations are applicable to a right issue of a listed company where the aggregate value of specified securities offered is 50 lakh rupees or more. These regulations are applicable to a right issue of a listed company where the aggregate value of specified securities offered is 50 lakh rupees or more. Then, what are the general conditions to be fulfilled by a company or issuer company for issuing shares as a right issue? Those companies who issue shares as a right issue, and these companies are listed company, and when the aggregate value of specified securities offered as a right issue is 50 lakh rupees or more, these companies must have general conditions to be fulfilled. In case of listed companies having offered securities 50 lakh rupees or more than that, no issuer shall make a right issue of specified securities. कोणत्याही ठराविक सिक्युरिटीजचा इश्यू करता येणार नाही. If the issuer any of its promoter, then what is meant by promoter? Or when we studied the concept of promoter, we studied the concept of promoter in 11th standard. Promoter are the person who take first initiative, who discover the business idea. The first idea of the business comes in the minds of the promoter, who take lead and initiative for the formation of the company, that is the promoters. Promoter group or directors or person in control of the issuer are debarred from accessing the capital market by the board. If any person, promoter, group of promoter, director of the company is debarred by SEBI to access the capital market, then these persons are not allowed to involve in the process of right issue. If any of the promoter, director, or person in control of the issuer was or also is a promoter, director, or person control of any other company which is debarred from accessing the capital market under any order, direction made by the board. जर कंपनीचा एखादा प्रमोटर, एखादा डायरेक्टर, प्रमोटर आणि डायरेक्टर दुसऱ्या एखाद्या and director, promoter of any other company which is debarred by SEBI to not to get access in capital market, तर अशा व्यक्तीला राईट इश्यूमध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व होता येणार नाही. Unless it has entered into agreement with depository. And what is meant by depository? What is meant by dematerialization of specified securities already issued or proposed to be issued. Unless it has entered into an agreement with a depository for dematerialization of specified securities already issued or proposed to be issued. Now, what is meant by dematerialization? Dematerialization means keeping the securities shares in electronic form, that is demat form, that is dematerialization form. The topic name, our topic number 9 is relating to the depository system. What is meant by depository system, what is meant by dematerialization, what is meant by rematerialization. All these concepts we studying deeply in the topic number 9, that is depository system. Unless all existing partly paid up equity shares, unless all existing partly paid up equity shares of the issuer have either been fully paid up or forfeited. Unless all existing partly paid up equity shares of the issuer have either been fully paid up or forfeited. ज्या व्यक्तीला, ज्या शेअरहोल्डरला शेअर इश्यू करणार आहे कंपनी, त्या व्यक्तीचे सगळे शेअर्स, त्या एक्झिस्टिंग शेअरहोल्डरचे सगळे शेअर्स कंपनीकडं फुल्ली पेडअप असले पाहिजेत, पार्टली पेडअप असले नाही पाहिजेत. Next, procedure of issuing right issue shares in case of listed companies. Appointment of merchant banker and other intermediaries. The issuer shall appoint one or more merchant banker, at least one of whom shall be a lead merchant banker, and shall also appoint other intermediaries, madhyasthi, only those who are registered with SEBI in consultation with the lead merchant banker to carry out the obligation relating to the right issue. That is appointment of merchant banker, other intermediaries with consultation, which are registered with SEBI with consultation with the lead merchant banker, must be appointed. First point. Next, requirement of in principle approval of stock exchange. The company must obtain in principle approval for its right issue from the stock exchange where the company's shares are listed. ज्या स्टॉक एक्सचेंजकडे कंपनीचे शेअर्स लिस्ट केले आहेत त्या स्टॉक एक्सचेंजकडून इन प्रिन्सिपल अप्रुव्हल हे कंपनीने मिळवायचं आहे. प्राइसिंग ऑफ राईट इश्यू. The board of directors can fix the right issue price at their discretion. Record date will be announced by the board of directors and informed to the stock exchange at least 7 days before the announcement of corporate action. Before the announcement of a corporate action, that is pricing of right issue. That is, board of director can fix the right issue price at their discretion. A record date will be announced by the board of director. Right issue price कोण डिसाइड करणार आहे? Decided by board of directors. And informed to the stock exchange at least 7 days before the announcement of corporate action. Withdrawal of right issue. No right issue can be withdrawn by issuer after fixing the record date. In case if it has withdrawn after announcing record date, no further issue of capital will be allowed for the period of 12 months from the record date. एकदा राईट इश्यूची रेकॉर्ड डेट डिक्लेअर झाल्यानंतर तो विथड्रॉ करता येणार नाही आणि जरी तो विथड्रॉ केला तर तिथून पुढं 12 महिन्यांपर्यंत कोणत्या प्रकारचा इश्यू करता येणार नाही, कोणत्या प्रकारचे शेअर्स इश्यू करता येणार. मिनिमम सबस्क्रिप्शन. Minimum subscription means minimum subscription amount of right issue shall be 90% of the issue size. 90% of the issue size. Next, letter of offer. The merchant banker in consultation with the issuer must prepare letter of offer in the format prescribed under the Schedule 8 of ICDR regulations. That is the letter of offer which is issued by company to its existing shareholder to subscribe the shares of the company, to buy the shares of the company. That's why a merchant banker in consultation with the issuer must prepare letter of offer in the prescribed format given in the Schedule 8 of ICDR regulations. Issue opening date. The right issue must be open to shareholder for subscription within 12 months from the date of clearing of SEBI. The right issue must be open for subscription for minimum period of 15 days and maximum period of 30 days. As I already told you, the period for which the right issue is open is between 15 days to 30 days. Abridged letter of offer. The abridged letter of offer along with the application form shall be dispatched through the registered post or speed post to all the existing shareholder at least 3 days before the opening of the issue. Over subscription and under subscription. Two concepts are there: over subscription and under subscription. Over subscription means the application for right issue, the company get application for the right issue more than the expected applications. That is over subscription. And under subscription means company get application for the right issue lower than the expected applications. That is under subscription, over subscription. No part of over subscription of right issue shall be retained by listed company. The amount has to be refunded. In case of over subscription by listed company, company must refund the amount. Listing of right issue. The right issue shall be listed in stock exchange within 12 days from the date of closing, or else amount shall be refunded within 15 days failing which 12% interest shall be paid. The listing of shares. In case of right issue, if company issues shares to the existing shareholder as a right issue, then company must list its shares with the stock exchange within 12 days from the closing of the issue. And if in case of oversubscription the amount is refunded or to whom the company is not allotted shares. In case of right issue, company must refund amount within 15 days. If company fails to refund the amount, company must pay 12% per annum interest on the amount as a penalty. Then what is known by abridged prospectus? And when we studied the concept of abridged prospectus, we studied the concept of abridged prospectus in standard 11th, that is documents required for the formation of joint stock company. Abridged prospectus, shelf prospectus, letter of offer. Okay. So for today, I stop here. I try to cover more points given more than the given in the textbook, because if question is asked for the for 5 marks or 8 marks on right issue, that at that time you have to write down provision and procedure. So I covered here provision and procedure of right issue, provision and procedure of right issue. After watching this video, you have to write down a long answer question on right issue with all provisions and procedures. Thanks for watching.